Stephanatis TV checking in. What's up, everybody? We back, man. I don't even want to make my channel about people's deaths and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, we're going to do a little video, contribute to the young man for Colorado, the quarterback, Dominique Ponder. Moment of silence for the young brother. Okay, so there's a little video. We're going to start with this video first to clear up the whole weird stuff that's going on with Ed Reed. They're trying to make it seem like Ed Reed had this speech just last week, then the young man died on Sunday. That is not what's going on. I'm going to show y'all this clip. This speech was like last year sometime, almost probably 2 years ago, when Shador was still on the team. So it's no timeline to mix in this and the death. But it's some weird stuff I got to show y'all. So we're just going to start it with right here. Let me get it to the big screen. All right, yeah. So that's kind of weird that for him to say that if you put that within a week or whatever with the young man passing away. The reason why Ed Reed showed the man so much love is because that dude was actually his quarterback at Bethune-Cookman. They actually had history together, and he was a real loyal quarterback, stayed down with Ed Reed when he was going through his situation at Bethune-Cookman when he was the head coach, and he was calling them out about how they were stealing money and not paying the kids and had them out there clean. They didn't have him out there, but he was choosing to clean up the school and everything because you know he's real sensitive for the kids and he loved the kids, and that's a good thing. So I wanted to clear that up so people don't be thinking that oh they just had this interview and he just randomly went over there and dapped up a random person. No, he already had love for the kid because it was, like I said, stated that he was already on his team before as his quarterback, and Deion and Ed Reed are like brothers. So he used that connection to get the kid to Colorado when he stepped down from being the coach at Bethune-Cookman. So this first video is going to give you a breakdown so you can see that they already had a relationship and it's like not no crazy stuff going on that behalf.
Salute now. Dominique Ponder has officially broke his silence, as you guys know by now. This is a guy that Ed Reed had his eyes set on being his quarterback at Bethune-Cookman when he took the head coaching job, and for whatever it's worth, things went left. But this young man right here has definitely always held his loyalty to Ed Reed, and he finally seeing him with Coach Prime. Has some great things to say about Ed Reed that we're going to unpack right here. Now, first and foremost, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button if you guys love the Hall of Famer Ed Reed coming to see the Colorado Buffs today. Definitely all about Coach Prime all about him, but he has a lot of passion in what he's saying. You guys can see Dominique Ponder, in return, let it be known, I'm so thankful and blessed to have 20 ER, which is...
See, he was a real loyal guy to the Ed Reed. He was Ed Reed was like a mentor to him. You know, as any head coaching quarterback should be.
Ed Reed in my life. Love you, Coach Reed. Thank you for a great motivational speech. Now, again, you guys know by now, this is the old Bethune-Cookman guy that would have been a deal, doing some great things for Ed Reed. I'm sorry. Ed Reed had his eyes set on this young man being his quarterback, and for whatever it's worth, when things went left, you guys seen Ponder put his eyes on Boulder and end up coming there to handle his business. And you guys know, pretty much, me personally, I would believe that Ed Reed probably had something to do with him getting to Boulder because of his relationship with Coach Prime. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of the back history of Ed Reed. If you guys know, he was very passionate about that HBCU school. He wanted to do some great things. He was out there, manually basically cleaning up the trash with the football team, etc. Give you guys a little bit of this clip and what Coach Prime had to say.
I chose not to, but now I'm out here walking with the football team, picking up trash.
When I first saw this, I was like, wow. Ed Reed is literally going around a college, and he was showing this on his live and having to clean up, exposing that these schools was not using none of the funding that they was receiving to support the kids. And come on, y'all getting a lot of money. Y'all not supporting the kids, not giving it to no athletic association, but y'all collecting all this money. Not okay, cause they were collecting good money now.
But I'm mutting us. Man, get out of here, man. I should leave. I'm not even under contract doing this. I'm mutting us. Man, get out
He
of here,
volunteering.
man. They mutt me. These didn't even clean my office when I got here. I'm mutting y'all. Come on, man. Come on,
That's
man.
real disrespectful right
All
there.
here was trash in front of me. Who you think got this cleared out? That building right there got trash in it. It's trash. What are you talking about?
And he's
Need
calling
no
out a
donors
whole
to come out and help
college,
out, 'cause people just
whole
want
HBCU.
money.
I love you, man. You know that, right?
Yep.
We
I
talked
do.
about this. We talked about this. We know the structure. We know the order. We know how it was gonna play out. And
I
you've
think
been there
this is
fighting. I
when
know what you're feeling. I know what you're going through.
this right here is when Ed Reed was basically going ahead and committing to saying that he's going to have to step down. It's not going to work out because he can't be a part of an organization that's going to talk down about him, and he's trying to help the kids, and you're not even paying him for what he's doing, and he's not even under contract, but y'all going to try to attack his character, assassinate his character, and he's from, the South. So he has a good understanding on what it needs for these kids to be successful. Definitely the ones that's coming from backgrounds that's just not as like everybody would hope it would be. I'll leave it at that.
You got to understand, Ed. God has a time and a place for you, my brother. And I know your heart. I know everything that's going on inside of you. I know you like a book. And I know how you feel about them kids, and I know you do not want to leave those kids. So I'm praying for you right now, man, because this is going to be the toughest thing you ever had to do in your life. Sometimes, Ed, you got to walk away, my brother.
And that's what he had to do.
I know it's tough. I know you don't want to hear it. But sometimes in life, we got to walk away.
You could see in his mannerisms, like he was really hurt about that. He didn't want to leave them kids at all. He didn't want to leave them kids. Them kids was looking up to him. That was his first coaching job, and he was going to actually be able to be in an HBCU and help out the kids. You can see the pictures right here on the outside. Like he had a good relationship with them kids.
You already know, big bro. I
You
appreciate
didn't let nobody down, Ed. You didn't let them kids down. You did what you was called to do, and you tried your best.
Thank you, big brother.
I love you, man. I'm here. I will be on the next flight if you need me. You know that.
Nah, you good. You handle your
Okay.
business. You know
Okay.
that. I'll give you a call.
Please. Hey, you know what God wants from you, man, and be that. Don't let them provoke you, my brother. I love you, man.
Bro.
All right.
So there you guys have it right there again. You guys can see that passion and
They really had a good talk, and Ed Reed didn't want to do that, but he had to do what was needed because that was just getting out of hand.
Ed Reed and what he really wanted for Bethune-Cookman. Either way, you guys can see Ponder was going to be his quarterback. This young brother right here definitely always kept his respect for Ed Reed. As again, you guys can see, he said, I'm so thankful and blessed to have Ed Reed in my life. Love you, coach. Thank you for a great, great motivational speech. Y'all hit that like.
Okay, so that is to clear up any weird stuff that people was trying to put together and do their own policing and their own news and trying to, say that Ed Reed had just had this this speech a week ago. That was a long time ago. But we're going to move forward to this ESPN article. I'm going to just read one small spot on this article, and y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. According to Colorado State Patrol, the crash occurred at 3 a.m. on Sunday in Boulder County. The police said that Ponder was driving a 2023 Tesla Model 3, lost control on the curve, and the car went across the eastbound lane, straight into a guardrail, and then electrical line pole before rolling down, erupting embankment, and caught on fire. It's kind of small. All right. The man was 23 years old, driving a 2023 Tesla Model 3. At 3 a.m., this happened. All right. What? I'm not for sure, but that's just crazy to me. Sounds a little odd. I'm not going to make any speculations, but you know, I have I have seen in other videos that those people that control certain situations like this, they like to do things like this on Sundays, and that's their favorite day to do certain things like this. Do your own research. I got a speaking code, so search every artist or athlete that died on Sunday. Basically, that Saturday night leading into Sunday, cause they do sun worship. So that's you don't do your own research. But that is insane to me. Driving a Tesla Model 3, a 2023 Tesla Model 3, and died at 3. Lost control. That's a lot. That's a lot of crazy going on. That's just from my perspective. I'm not. Hey, that's allegedly. Don't be mad at me. I'm just RIP for the young man. It's just odd that I hope that didn't happen. I hope that's not what's going on. Right? So this is another video for Coach Prime breaks down about the young man Dominique Ponder, just to show how they actually had a lot of love for the young man. You know, he might have not been a starter yet. He was on his way. He was well liked in the locker room, well liked by both the coaches, so they had a lot of emotion for him. So, from other videos I have seen, they say if you're going to do anything like that, it got to be with somebody that you have feelings for. Deion, let's see.
Getting ready for spring football, the unthinkable happened in Boulder County.
Shout out to
Colorado.
Hunt, man. Y'all go check
Backup
out Nino Brown
quarterback
Sports.
Dominique Ponder just died at the age of 23 years old. Damn.
Right.
23 years old. Why all these goddamn young athletes passing away so young? Dominique death was reported as a
I don't know. That is a good question. Why are these young men dying at these young ages? Like, this is getting out of control. And why? Say crazy words to use, right? And he lost control at 3.
single car crash early Sunday morning.
Single car crash. He
Through
by
the
himself.
year.
Nobody
According to
out there.
what was reported by the Colorado State Patrol in the details shared in the coverage, the crash happened around 3 a.m. in Boulder County. The report says the driver lost control of a 2023 Tesla while taking a right-hand curve. Y'all better stop driving them goddamn Teslas. Y'all know that goddamn Elon Musk up to no good. The vehicle went across lanes, broke through a guardrail, hit an electric pole, and rolled over at least once. And Dominique Ponder was found dead. And that's not just a car accident story. That's a life getting cut off in the middle of a sentence. Dominique Ponder was a quarterback who was still developing and still grinding. He was listed as an undergraduate transfer from Bethune-Cookman. And the Colorado Buffs described Dominique Ponder as a guy with good athleticism and a good arm strength.
Them Teslas, they can control those cars. Like, they can control a lot of cars. But for it to, be able to drive by itself, it's like on a system that's already mapped out everything. And why is it going and losing control? I mean, the car is already weird because I used to work for this one job, and I was able to drive a lot of different cars. And how it brakes is insane to me. You just take your foot off the gas, and it just wants to slow down. You giving too much control to a vehicle and a computer that can be programmed to do whatever it will need to do on somebody else's hand. That's not good. So you gotta stay away from them.
As somebody who was continuing to grow in the system around Coach Prime. And you know it's some people in the comments.
We're gonna skip a little forward.
It was reported to be a single car accident, and that's just super
Everybody's
sad for a guy
saying
that
the
was
same
looking
thing.
to take the starting
But
job this year.
Deion,
I know the whole Colorado
it's
Buffs
gonna be
community
hard
and
to
his
find,
family are
'cause
hurting right
I'm
now.
not sure if Deion spoke out for real about it, because I mean this just happened on Sunday, and man, he already got a lot going on. I'm not saying he's not gonna bring it up, talk about it. I was trying to figure out what could I type in to see what specifically Deion had to say about it. They got a lot of tribute videos. Let's see if this one right here we can get Deion, see what he got to say about this, and we're gonna be out. I don't want to drag this too long, but I just wanted to show that certain things is getting a little odd.
Coach Prime breaks silence, as a lot of you guys know by now. The tragic news of Colorado Buffaloes football quarterback. You represent your family, and I think he did so well. The news has broken not too long ago. Dominique Ponder, death, obituary. University of Colorado Buffaloes football quarterback died in an accident. The University of Colorado Boulder community is mourning following reports of the tragic death of Dominique Ponder, a quarterback associated with the Colorado Buffaloes football program. According to earlier information, Ponder died as a result of an accident. The news has sent shockwaves through teammates, coaches, students, and college football fans who admired his dedication to the sport and his promising future. Now, for whatever it's worth, that right there alone is enough to make you, sad within its own ways, because an accident can happen to any of us. This is not like where cancer only happen to certain people, or health scares only happen to certain people. An accident can happen to any and everybody the minute you start your car up, the minute you get on an airplane, the minute you travel by bus, or whatever it is. Either way, hit the like button if you guys agree. This is what Coach Prime had to say as he broke his silence. God, please comfort the Ponder family. He pretty much continued on by saying, friends and loved ones. Dom, which is Dominique, was one of my favorites. He was loved, respected, and a born leader. Let's pray for all that knew him and had the opportunity to be in his presence. Lord, you're receiving a good one. Comfort us. And then he continued on again and said, Lord, comfort us again. So he said comfort us twice, because at the end of the day, that's truly what you need. I mean, as a family, as an extended family, whatever you are to the Dominique Ponder's family, or just fan base, etc. I mean, this is, one thing about life, comes death. You get what I'm saying? And there ain't no coming back from it. There's no whistle. There's no.
And the main thing is just the young man was a grad transfer student. He was about to be done going or trying to be eligible to get into the NFL. So it wasn't like he had much to go. This is probably going to be his last season. He probably going to try to, get some time on the field. Like, one thing people got to understand is, like, you don't always got to be a starter to go to the combine. Like, there's plenty of schools out there that's got second and third string players still doing good at the pro day. Combine, you got to be invited to. And that's the limited selection of people that's been able to go into the combine from being selected. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go. So the other folks have their same combine at their home college, at their own school, and it's called a pro day. So you can still have an opportunity to get in the NFL. You don't always got to just be at the combine. That's just for the people that had the best stats in their position or whatever. But it's always opportunities with getting there.
fourth quarter. There's no game over. Overtime. I don't think it is life and death. And you truly just want to see people be the best version of themselves while they're alive. And I think that Coach Prime pushed him in his own way on the football field for sure to be the best version of himself. His talent is something that we can only speculate just how good could he have been if he got opportunities. But at the end of the day, you guys know how the sport is. It's strings attached to it. You got first stream, second stream, etc. And he didn't get a chance to get his opportunity on the field with the Colorado Buffaloes as much as he would want. But he definitely made an impact. Get in the comment section below. Everybody hit that.
That's what I was just saying to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the starter, but you can have some opportunities in trying to get into the NFL from a different route and a different way. This is a real sad situation. Just wanted to do a little small video on it. RIP to the young man again. Sorry for that. Sorry that this is going on in his family, the Colorado family, just the whole world, and we're seeing this and on a daily basis. So everybody be safe. Y'all drive and be careful. Hey man, Stephanitis TV checking out. Peace.
Yeah.